this place has helped our family as a whole a huge amount. You know, having people like Carly be able to talk with us. We have meetings, group meetings with me and my sister and my brother, whether she's in California on the Zoom or like now she's here, what have you. But sometimes just be able to bounce things off each other, have some more input from a third party, somebody that's been through some of these things before.
Resources.
You know, when I was growing up and thought of my parents getting older, there is no way I thought it was going to be anything even close to like this. It's not. I mean, you go back to where you're now the parent of your parents, and you're making decisions for them and telling them what they can and cannot do and be more in charge and have more responsibility. Working through those kinds of things is not easy, and not easy as a family. I mean,
yeah, we each have different ideas of that.
Yeah, trying to come together, and if we were doing it without a mediator sometimes, or somebody like Carly to help us work through those things, it would be really, really difficult to do. I think we would have a lot more arguments.
Yes.
And even though we're a tight family and pretty good together, it could have easily drove some of us apart.
Yeah, which affects, your parents.
It all trickles down, and I mean, I don't know, when you're growing up, you think your parents just get older, and then they just get older and older, they slow down more and more, whatever, and then they just pass away, and you go to a funeral, and it's done. That's not how it exactly goes. There's a lot of challenges and a lot of things to work through, and having somebody there to help you go down these different roads and make these different decisions is a big deal. I couldn't say enough about that. So,
yeah, it's really helped. It's really helped him. Helped
all of us. I think it's just important that people know that there's other resources available to them. Having a facility or a place like this, is huge. Dependent, and even if you use just some of the resources, or maybe you're at the initial stages and you only need a little bit of resources to help you out, that's fine, But to know that it's there, and I think most people, once they dip their toe in the water, they're going to end up plunging in at a certain point. So, I think the biggie is getting the word out, that so that people know what's available to them as a whole.
Just make the phone call. And see or go online and see what is available.
Because it can make a huge difference. Because the whole thing can be a very stressful situation, all the way around, and it can make a huge difference in your life.
Right.
For sure.
And what I was impressed with the one workshop that was a Zoom, and I was so impressed with, obviously there's different levels and different stages for the whole aging process. What I was so impressed with is how you all work together and share, maybe it's just the initial stage, and then that hands off to the next step, and that information is shared, and then maybe it goes to the next step, and then maybe it goes back to, but it's all shared amongst.
And they all work together.
That's what I was so impressed with.
Yeah, from helping at home to going into a apartment, maybe a facility that just needs a little bit of help, to a complete nursing home, and maybe back from the nursing home because you healed up or recovered from an injury, back to this.
I was so impressed with that.
They all communicate
because there was the panel and just the communication,
all the way through to hospice and end of life, all the way through that whole thing.
But it could go back again, and it was just, I was so impressed with that caring and sharing. It was.
Yeah, people can do a job and just come to work and collect a check.
No,
there's a big difference when a person comes to work and cares, like an individual like Carly. Makes a big difference,